Hi, you guys. Welcome back to the podcast. I have been itching to get on this podcast and talk to you guys. My Wi Fi went out for like a good portion of today, like as I'm like recording this. So this is going to go up later than I would like it to. I do greatly apologize for that fact, but let's get into it. I said today we would have a fun podcast. You guys sent me fun topics. So let's have a little bit of fun. Let's just key today. And the first key comes from Leah Michelle. If you ever like, this is like confirmation bias, right? Like we knew Leah Michelle was like bad, and so this coming out was just like it was supposed to come out. Like we were over here trying to find any way to take her down, and this was just it fell into our lap. Like it fell into our lap. If you do not know, Leah Michelle is the washed up, no job having, has been from Glee. Now let's keep it a buck. I don't have to make this a Leah Michelle thing. Darren Criss is really the only person from Glee who is booked and busy. Some other people are doing well. I think Amber Riley is doing well. And then everyone else is not doing much of anything these days. Of course, we have some like issues with people like Corey Monty, Mark Sailing, him. So you have people who have died, some by unfortunate reasons, some because they didn't want to go to jail for like child pornography. So as far as we're concerned, that's pretty much what everyone is doing. Like no one's up to nothing on Glee. Like Darren Criss is the only person really out here doing much of anything. Leah Michelle is the biggest flop from Glee because everyone else was kind of perfect for Glee. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Everyone else was like perfect to be on Glee. Like they fit the Glee mold, but outside of doing Glee, I didn't know what else they would do. So people like Quinn, Diana Argon, whatever. People like Artie, people like Tina. Like I didn't know what they would do outside of Glee, especially for people like Tina and Amber. Oh, by the way, what's his name? Alex is also booked and busy. Alex, who played Unique. He is also booked and busy. Shout out to him. He's on that new show with Lauren Graham that comes on NBC. So yeah, we have like 3 booked and busy girls, but everyone else is not really doing anything. Everyone else is kind of, they're in kind of Hollywood purgatory. But the Leah Michelle is different than the rest of them because I believe the rest of them are just like in purgatory. Like Amber Riley is waiting on her big role. Like Amber Riley's gonna play someone in a biopic and get a huge role, and she'll blow up. Like I think Amber Riley is still going to have her moment, and we already know Hollywood only accepts bigger black women, especially dark-skinned women. Once they get old, that's the only time they think we exist. So Amber Riley's career trajectory is actually up the older that she gets because she's a dark-skinned woman and she's a little bigger. So I believe she's going to have a perfectly fine career. But Leah Michelle is different because Leah Michelle was the star of Glee. Like she was supposed to be the one out here getting roles, and she was supposed to be the one out here doing the thing. So the idea that Leah Michelle is just not getting jobs. When the last time we saw Leah Michelle? Scream Queens? Is that the last time we saw Leah in Scream Queens? Like, the girl is just, she hasn't been nowhere. She has not been nowhere. And that's very interesting to me because Ryan Murphy has this humongous production company. Like, Ryan Murphy is out here creating television shows. And as far as I'm concerned, from what I knew, Ryan Murphy and Leah Michelle are friends. Like, they didn't leave on a bad accord. So I didn't really understand why she can't get work. So why can she not get, like, why is even Ryan Murphy not hiring the good sis for jobs? Now, here's the thing. It's so funny because like a week or two ago, people were saying how we all hated Lea Michele for no reason. Like, we all just came together and decided to hate Lea Michele. And there's no reason to hate Lea Michele. Like, she's actually never did anything. And me being the fool who don't do research, I'm like, maybe they right. Do I dislike Lea Michele for absolutely no reason? Is Lea Michele someone who got treated like Anne Hathaway? Like, did she get Anne Hathaway where everyone just agreed she was a bad person, but we've yet to see a single receipt? Did we Anne Hathaway Lea Michele just because, who knows, one person said they didn't like Lea Michele, which would be Naya Rivera, and we already know Naya Rivera is kind of an unreliable source. So did we, Anne Hathaway her, and we need to, repent? Did we let misogyny get in the way of Lea Michele having a career? And so I was thinking about it, and I'm like, I'm going to sit on this thought. So I was sitting on this thought, and boom, went the dynamite, because Lea Michele posted a post basically saying, about George Floyd, doing her civic duty, letting people know what happened to George Floyd was a mess. And our Glee star did her one better. If you watch Glee, you know who this girl is. There was a black girl who came and said she wanted to be head of the Warblers. I believe that was the storyline. Child, this is when Glee got bad, by the way, so sorry if the storyline escapes me. But she said she wanted to be head of the Warblers, and she was a black girl, and she could sing down. And so, when she said, when she was on set with Lea Michele said, and I quote, I really wish I could shit in her wig. If you are a younger person, I know a lot of you guys are young on here, you guys don't remember Lea Michele being at the top of the world. You don't remember Lea Michele being at the top of the world. Lea Michele was at the top of the world, and no one was bigger than her. Like, when Glee was at its heights, there's nothing Lea Michele couldn't do or say. She was on a successful network television show, and on top of that, like, Glee was like record breaking. Like, Glee was huge. Like, her career trajectory was high, and she was Glee. Like, even though people don't like the Rachel character, her character is Glee. So this idea that Lea Michele would say something like this isn't actually that far-fetched for me. I believe Lea Michele could have said this, and here is why. Because she was huge. She was freaking Lea Michele. And this sounds like the words of someone who is entitled and horrible, who wants to just treat people like shit, like it was her show. And Naya Rivera, kind of unreliable source, of course, she kind of was saying the same thing. Like, Lea Michele didn't like her. Once she started to get, like, the Santana character started being a driving force of the show, and Santana had become a fan favorite, Naya Rivera said Lea Michele started acting funny. So it seems like Lea Michele doesn't like, people saying stuff about her. Coming for her spot, right? So once our girl said that Lea Michele said she was going to shit in her wig, Alex, who I said is booked and busy, who played Unique, came under her post and basically agreed, was basically like, yeah, Lea Michele was paying the girls dirt. Lea Michele was treating us bad on set, basically agreeing. So we have two people coming out to say Lea Michele is out here treating people poorly. And that was two that we need. First of all, timing is everything. And the timing of all of this is the worst part. It's the worst part for Miss Lea Michele. Like, people protesting for black lives, and it comes out that you've been out here treating people like shit. Like, it's just, your timing was wrong. Your timing was wrong, and timing is everything, my friend, and this was just not the timing. So when this broke, I was 100% expecting people who worked with Lea Michele from Glee to come out, because the reason why for the past few years the narrative has been trying to change that Lea Michele isn't a bad person is because no one from Glee has ever come out to say they didn't like Lea Michele. Like, that's just not been a thing that's really happened, except from Naya Rivera. And Naya Rivera's story didn't really sound like Lea was the worst person in the world, but we always, when Glee was even going on, we heard stories about how people didn't get along with Lea Michele. But now that the dust is settled, and revisionist history, people are like, maybe Lea isn't that bad. So I was expecting to hear people come out and say, Lea Michele is my friend. Did she make mistakes? Yes, but the girl isn't racist. Like, she is not a racist girl. That is what I was expecting from people. And did I get it? No, we did not get any of that. We got Amber Riley putting up a gif, basically sipping tea, basically like, you ain't heard it from me, but child, if I could tell you some stories, that's what we got from Amber Riley. And that's 3 black people who have said Lea Michele is trash right there. Amber Riley silence, her basically being like, keep me out of it, but shit, basically confirmed it, and that's all we needed. All we need, Amber Riley was the trigger, I believe. I think if it was just our girl, our original girl, I'm sorry, I don't remember her name, I'm so sorry, and if it was Alex, it would have stayed like basically, okay, the people, I wouldn't say the extras, but so Lea Michele was treating the background characters pretty bad. But when Amber Riley came out and said, child, that's when it was like, okay, it's go time. That's when I knew it's go time. It is go time. And you have to keep in mind that everyone had already been sitting on the tea that Amber, like, we already thought Lea Michele was a bad person. So of course we were going to cling to this information. So then she starts getting unfollowed by several people who had done shows with her, and that was the nail in the coffin right there. Okay, so no one's gonna go to bat for Lea Michele. The most any Glee person has said, somebody came out and basically said Lea Michele's a horrible person, but racist is pushing it. That's basically what somebody from Glee said. The producers have come out and been like, yeah, Lea wasn't shit. So yeah, it's basically the Lea Michele wasn't shit train. And it's like, disappointed but not surprised. Disappointed but not surprised. Because here's the thing. First of all, the shitting in a black girl's wig has so many microaggressions to it. Do I believe Lea Michele is racist? Child, Lea Michele is racist. I think Lea Michele didn't want anyone in her space. Like, Lea Michele is a theater kid through and motherfucking through. Like, she is a theater kid. Like, she enjoyed being in the theater. She enjoyed that. That's what she, like, and so we all know the theater kids. The theater kids take their shit seriously. They all think they gonna be on Broadway. And Lea Michele is a talented theater kid. So she didn't want nobody coming for her spot. She did not want, and so she acting ass. And like I said, you have to keep in mind that Glee was huge and Lea Michele was a big reason for it. So she thought she couldn't get taken down. She thought she could not be taken down. Not by these understudies, not by these second tier characters. And so the roosters have come home to roost. What's the saying, child? Who knows? But long story short, Lea Michele has lost a little bit of job that she had. She lost her HelloFresh sponsorship. I don't know if she lost her Zola sponsorship. And to be quite honest, those are the only jobs she really had. Like, I would say she lost her book deal as well. The idea that's how you know somebody is on the outs. What was Lea Michele writing a book about? Like, My Time on Glee? Like, come on, let it go. But I knew Lea Michele was trash only because nobody wanted to work with her. Like, she was blackballed from Hollywood without having to do anything. So I just assume word got around that, my sis has burnt too many bridges and there's nothing I can do for her now. Like, that, it was a real Monique moment. Like, she burnt too many bridges. That's what Darren Criss is saying right now. Darren Criss is silent as a church mouse. He is basically like, my sis has burnt too many bridges and there's nothing I can do for her now. Darren Criss been trying to get Lea Michele a little piece of job for the past 3 years. For the past 3 years, he been trying to help that girl get a little piece of job. And, he went on tour with her for no apparent reason. Just trying to help her pay her bills, keep her lights on, because Darren didn't need it. Darren is booked busy and has what? An Emmy, a Golden Globe, and a SAG Award. He don't need her. He do not need her. But here we are. Here we are. Lea Michele is out of here, I guess. But was she in here? That's what we got to really ask ourselves. Was the good sis even in here? Anyways, let me go to y'all topics. Any other thing that I'm making a video on Trina, the baddest. I'm making a video on Trina today. There's 73 comments. We just spent 17 on Glee, and my makeup is almost done, so we probably won't even get to many. My favorite movie of all time is Home Alone and possibly Soul Food. Home Alone and possibly Soul Food. Home Alone is my favorite movie of all time. I love Home Alone. I love Home Alone. I've said this before. Home Alone is my favorite movie of all time. I absolutely adore Home Alone. Dreamgirls is also on that list. I love Dreamgirls. I think it's the Beyonce stan in me. I do not know, but if Dreamgirls is on TV, I am going to watch it. Johnson's Family Vacation is another one. So my top 3 would be Home Alone, Johnson's Family Vacation, and probably Dreamgirls. I think those would be my top 3 favorite movies, but top 2 are definitely Home Alone and Johnson's Family Vacation. You can tell by me saying that I like family movies and I love family movies. I love a good in the house or a road trip movie. Love them. That's why I love Cheaper by the Dozen. Like, movies like that, I adore them. I love a family movie. I love a good family movie about a good wholesome family where antics happen. Love it. My favorite On the Run 2 outfit. My favorite On the Run 2 outfit is that, when my good sis is wearing that sparkly suit, the same suit she has on in the Ape Shit video, but it's sparkly. I believe she wears it during Family Feud. That's my favorite Beyonce On the Run 2 outfit. Absolutely adore it. My favorite smoothie recipe, I do, what do? I do strawberry and banana. I'm not going with the games and the antics. I keep it real cute and real basic because my gag reflexes are not good. And if something don't taste right, even if I'm everything about me is in my head. So if I feel like something don't taste right, I'm spitting that shit out. And so, no. Funniest reality TV show moment. The slumber party episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta is one of the best episodes of TV, not just reality TV, of TV ever. I'm pretty sure it's 2 parts. Both parts are equally as lit. I absolutely adore it. Another good reality TV show moment is when Shannon on Real Housewives of Orange County, when that whole season when Shannon was going through it was it Shannon's first season when Shannon was reading them girls left and right. Anyway, love that. What's another thing reality TV show moment? When Phaedra said she went to Sheree's house and all she saw was sticks. Iconic. What's another reality TV show? I don't know. I have so many. I have so freaking many moments. I'm pretty sure Candace being dragged by Monique is going to get into my favorite reality TV show moments because I've been waiting for the day. But yeah, I'm trying to think of any other reality TV shows that don't center around housewives. I watch so many reality TV shows that child, I can't. New York has so many good ones. New York has so many good ones. When they went to the Berserks, if you watch the Real Housewives of New York, you know. But when they used to go there, and the first time they went and they got to fooling around, remember when they went to what, Miami or something, and Sonia got really drunk and Bethany had, like, she was breaking tables and stuff. Great moments all around. Great moments all around. How the Sims 4 likes diversity in the way they put these black simmers on the payroll. Yes, they need, first of all, how many simmers on YouTube are EA Game Changers? How many of them are black? How many EA Game Changers are black? Even though there are so many black simmers who are on YouTube. Like, how many of them are there? Also, the custom, we've seen so much white people custom content get turned into actual custom content in the game. Same thing can't be said about the black custom content for black Sims. The Sims is not for black people. It doesn't have black people aesthetic. And then when they do try black people aesthetics, the girls be stealing. They be stealing from my girl Ebonics. They be stealing the black stuff. And why is the Sims skin gray? People have been complaining about the gray skin in the Sims for years, and I mean years, and it still has not changed. So what's the deal? It's to the point where the minute you get on Sims, you are going to have to download custom skin content if you are playing with a black person, because everything else custom content wise, you can take or leave. It's, with fun, but when it comes to skin, you're basically gonna have to, like, if you want your Sim to look good the way these white girl Sims be looking, you're going to have to download skin custom content. And you said top 5 messy reality TV couples. And you said couples. I thought you meant moments. My messy reality TV. Okay, no one tops Phaedra and Apollo, period. Shannon and her husband, no one tops that. Teresa and Joe, no one tops that. Who else is messy? That Lauren, Steven, and Stefan. What's his name? Steven and Stefan. Stefan and Kristen Cavallari love triangle in Laguna Beach. Iconic. Heidi and Spencer. Iconic. Audrina and Bobby. What's his name? Audrina and Bobby. It's something stupid. So if you're like, Kenya, why are you Audrina and Bobby, Audrina and Justin Bobby. His name was Justin Bobby. I knew it was something dumb. Audrina and Justin Bobby. Iconic. Like, these are just iconic couples that the mess just kept, like, more and more mess came every single season. You love it. You absolutely love to see it. I live for a good messy couple. I discussed Glee. If you could write a book, comic, or short film, what would it be? I would write a book, but I'm not good at any of those things, so all of it would probably be a stretch. Review of the Ozark season. I haven't finished season 3, but the first 2 are magnificent. I love Ozark. You gotta watch it at nighttime, though, because it's rather dark, my friends. It's rather dark. Rate some reality TV shows that must be watched. I'll only do Housewives. Okay, first of all, actually, I think I'm going to lie. You should go back and watch all of the Flavor of Loves. You just should. You should go back and watch all of the America's Next Top Models up until that what season should you stop watching America's Next Top Model? You should stop watching America's Next Top Model after that one black girl with really long hair. The one where they have the horses, they do the bull riding, and like they had to take a picture with the bull. Whatever season that was, where the black girl came in like 30, whatever season that is, if you know what I'm talking about, stop watching then. I didn't watch after that, so you don't have to watch that no more after that. You should watch Dance Moms. You should watch Survivor. You should watch Big Brother. If you're going to get into the Housewives, this is how I would start. I think everyone should start Real Housewives with Real Housewives of New York. Real Housewives of New York is the most, in my opinion, is the most consistent watch. It is the most consistent watch. Every franchise of Real Housewives falls off somewhere in there, but it's the only one where it'll pick back up high. Other seasons, once they stop being their original greatness, they never really get back to where they should be. Real Housewives of New York it starts off amazing, and then after a lot of seasons actually go by, it gets kind of bad. It gets like, it's a revolving door a little bit. It gets weird. Then it picks back up when Bethany comes back, and it's better than ever. And it's better than ever. Real Housewives of Potomac, you should also, but that's not my number two. My number two, go watch Real Housewives of Atlanta up until season 7. Best time of your life. First of all, episode 1, season 1 of Real Housewives of Atlanta is one of the best episodes of Real Housewives ever. Like, ever. It is such an amazing rewatch. Like, if you've seen all of Real Housewives of Atlanta, go back and watch the premiere episode. It is it's funny in the ways it shouldn't be funny. It is funny in every single way. Sheree thinks she's rich. Kim Wig is slipping and sliding. Nene drives a Nissan. Lisa got a job, got 50 businesses, but none of them flourish. And then when you know her house gets foreclosed on, it's all funny. Everything is all funny on that original episode. So then next, I believe you should watch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, but only the first few seasons. I don't think that Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is still good. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills leaves the gate looking like it's going to be the best franchise of any franchise of Real Housewives, and it goes down quickly to me. That also becomes a revolving door, and the drama becomes stupid. I just feel like Real Housewives of Beverly Hills has stupid drama the same way Atlanta has stupid drama now. To me, those are actually two of the worst franchises on right now, Beverly Hills and Atlanta, believe it or not. Also, Real Housewives of New Jersey is boring now. All of them are boring. To be honest, Potomac and New York are the only girls bringing it. Orange County is a consistent queen. Orange County is never going to give you an amazing season where you're like, this is earth-shattering, but it's always going to be good enough to watch. Can't say the same thing about the rest of these girlies. The rest of these girlies' worst seasons are unwatchable. Orange County is a consistent girl. She's always going to be watchable. You're going to get some good seasons, but she'll always be watchable, and in my opinion, they do the best with the cast. And so then, there's some good Orange County seasons, but Beverly Hills hits the ground running. Go watch those first 2 seasons because they are good. But after that, I personally don't have that much interest in them. After a few seasons, I don't think it's good anymore. What else Potomac also. Once Potomac added Monique and Candace, it became a totally different show. For the better, the light-skinned girls be delivering. I can't wait for the new Potomac season. The fact they pushed that shit back. We supposed to be 6 episodes deep in Potomac, and we just not. And it really hurts me and my homegirls' feelings because we really supposed to have Potomac season, and we just don't. Okay, going back to college in your mid to late 20s, do it. If you If you want to do it, go do it. Please go do it. If you have like people, I'm assuming like maybe you could have kids, so if childcare is taken care of, go. I believe you should go because you're going to always regret it. At least go and decide you don't want to do it. That's what I always say. Go, decide you don't want to do it, and move on. Sometimes you just gotta, things have to happen for you to just move on with your life. And going back to school, I feel like it's one of those things. If you're one of those people who feel like, I should go back to school, but I don't know if I should, do it and then decide you like, so you have it, so it's done. Like, once it's done, it's done. It's just like, I did it. It really wasn't for me no more. You should go back to school. In school, you never know what you're going to learn hearing from other people. Like, I became the person I am today, whether that's good or bad, child, from simply, from people like I learned from in school. So, why not, Why not try to see if you can, if you find your place at school? Okay, I haven't watched Blood and Water yet. I'm not a big Netflix person. You guys will learn that about me. Oh, I've been watching Avatar on Netflix and thoroughly enjoying it. But I'm not a big Netflix girly. Like, I don't do a lot of Netflix shows. I just don't. I don't know why. I just don't. White girls doing voodoo hex and stuff. A mess. That's a freaking mess. I don't even know, like, where that... I've been hearing that a lot. I've been hearing a lot of people... I think in the Zoom party, we talked about the white girls doing voodoo and all of that. Strange. But, white folks be bored. I pray that one day my people can be able to get as bored as white people get. White people be living their best life and bored. That's why they're able to do all this stuff, because what real challenges do they have? Of course, they have personal challenges, but as a people, life pretty good for them. Life is pretty good for them. So they have time to take up other people's culture. That's why you don't see black folks really out here culturally appropriating this shit, because we got other shit to worry about. When you got other shit to worry about, you really don't even got time to be out here worrying about what the next culture doing. Because, child, people are dying, Kim. People are dying. So, what a mess. Y'all are going to drag me if I stop this podcast here, so I'll run through some stuff real quick. Do a podcast video on Paris is Burning. I would love to do a podcast, Patreon video on Paris is Burning, but I got the news that the person who put together the Paris is Burning video treated the people involved really badly, and the trans community has a very bad taste in their mouth from Paris is Burning, and I never knew that. So I actually feel really guilty even like really liking it, because I find it to be such an important piece of work, but if to be made, people had to be like hurt and belittled and taken advantage of in the end. Is it worth it? I don't think so. So I think I need to find other trans and LGBTQ references when it comes to ballroom culture and stuff that actually did things to help people. So I think it's a lack of ignorance on my part to even recommend it, but I absolutely love it. I love Paris is Burning, and not because of the stupid person who made it, but because of the people in it, the queens in it. It's so interesting. It is so interesting to see what they did for culture and what they did for black culture, and then now to see what is black culture, is mainstream culture, and then to see how ballroom culture has come so far. It's just all so interesting to me. And so I didn't know the problematicness of Paris is Burning, and I just learned. You see how you're never too wokey to bloke to learn. But yeah, so if we could have a conversation about the way that the trans community was taken advantage of with the Paris is Burning documentary, then sure, I'll make a video. What did I just do to my face? If y'all saw what I just did to my face, y'all be like, Kenya, what are you doing? So while I finish up this eye look, let's do your 2020 predictions and your 2021 predictions, child. At this rate, who knows? Y'all, are we getting our nails done? I have a question for the culture. Are y'all getting your nails done? Because I am so tempted. I'm so tempted. I've been searching the word nails on Twitter to see if the girls are getting their nails done. Because I need to see. I want my nails done. I want to pull up to the nail salon. And I don't know, are the girls dying? Like, if I pull up to the nail salon, is it a good chance I'm going to catch Rona? Like, how, like, what? Because they're so, like, you have the people who just ain't leaving the house, which, okay. And then you had the folks who are really leaving the house, and they like, Rona be damned. So at this point, I'm in a state of confusion. I don't know what we should be doing. And so I'm just sitting back here like, I don't know. I do know I want my nails done. So if I pull up here with my nails done, y'all just better act like y'all ain't seen nothing. Y'all better act like y'all ain't seen nothing, because I didn't see nothing. Y'all saw something, I didn't see nothing. Because I'm going down to Charlotte sometime soon, and I might come back with my nails done. I don't know. I do not know. And I just miss the recreational things, you know? I miss the recreational things that we used to do. I miss being able to plan trips, because I'm thinking of getting an Airbnb in Malibu later on this month, just to have some, like, just to do something, child. Like, just to do something. So I guess I'm on the social distancing be damned. But I don't be going nowhere. So I'm not on the social distancing be damned. But y'all, I just want to do something. But COVID is still out there, and I could just be talking out the side of my neck right now. I think that I am. I don't think I'm going nowhere. I think I'm just talking. But I don't freaking know. What else are y'all talking about? Favorite makeup purchases. Let's go. The Soft Glam palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills got dragged through the very mud in which it was created. And guess what? I absolutely adore it. I think it's amazing. The Fenty What It Do spray, amazing. My most regretted makeup purchase recently, I feel like that'll be fun. The Fenty blushes, I got mine in the wrong shade. I actually have no problem with them as a product. I got mine in the wrong shade, so now they're just gonna sit in my makeup thing forever, because there's nothing I can do. What else have I been purchasing recently? Oh, I purchased a bunch of the Fenty glosses. Love every single one of them. The Fenty glosses are just a work of art. Like, that was Fenty's finest hour. Like, every time they come out with a new one, like, the formula for those are just out of this world. Absolutely out of this world. I love the Fenty glosses. So, yeah, those would be what I really enjoy. The Jaclyn Hill original palette that they did with Morphe, I recently got back into that palette because I actually was going to throw it away. I know, I'm a fool. I was going to throw it away. And I'm like, let me get my uses out of it real quick. Let's see what the girl is doing. And what a fool was I. Because that palette is good. That palette is good. Like, they were in rare form. I can't believe they fucked up the formula. Like, why would they do that? I would literally go out and buy another one right now if it still had the same original formula. But since, Morphe do what Morphe do, which is scam, it's not the same formula anymore. But that's devastating. That palette is so good. If you could not get your hands on, like, that palette before, like, they redid the formula, I feel bad. That palette works. It's so beginner friendly. It works so freaking well. So, took it back a few years. Virgil's family photo. I told y'all he was in that family photo looking like the Help. looking very Viola Davis in The Help, looking very Octavia Spencer in The Help, and his wife looked like Emma Stone. Like, he looked like a straight up mammy. He looked like a mammy. He looked like the hired help. How do you hold your children and look like the hired help? And it has nothing to do with the fact that he like has a white family, and it has everything to do with the creative direction of whoever took that picture. Whoever told them to look like that in that picture. Like, that picture looks bad. Why are the white people all huddled up? Why is he holding his child like he just met the child 3 days ago? Like, it's just, that picture is all bad. And the fact that the simple fact that we have seen it means somebody in that family shared the picture. Like, they thought this was the one. Virgil's a joke. Virgil is absolutely a joke. But Virgil doesn't think he's a joke. And sometimes it's all that matters, right? Virgil thinks he's the, best thing since sliced bread. So, and canned cheese. So what can you say? What can you say? If Virgil likes it, if Virgil likes looking like the mammy in his pictures, who am I to tell Virgil he should not enjoy looking like the mammy in his family pictures? I kind of talked about ballroom dancing, and just that, but the impact of the ballroom on Black culture. I'm so stupid. I should have organized an entire LGBT awareness month on my Patreon. But we've been giving to LGBT organizations we're going to and happen all month. And if you are someone who is a member of the Patreon and you are of the trans community, I would like for you to send me over a message, and I want to pay for your lunch this month. So send me over a DM, and lunch is on Kenya. Well, lunch is on the Patreon. Lunch is on the Patreon because that's the funds I use to do all this. That's why I donate on you guys' behalf and everything, because we are a community here, and we, you know how we do. You know how we do. Okay, my computer is about to die. Thoughts on Rain on Me. It's a good song. Hip Hop Harry is the best thing that's ever come into my life. Hip Hop Harry is a fever dream. I remember the little mascot dude. I do. I remember waking up in the middle of the night and seeing that little mascot dude. But I don't vividly have any recollection of memories that are about that show. But that go next. And when that little boy comes in there and he is doing the stanky leg, but he is popping his leg, and then he goes in and out with his legs, and then he start crip walking. I think it's the funniest video ever. It is the funniest video ever. I love Hip Hop Harry. Has given me the laughs that I have needed in this dark time. I love Hip Hop Harry. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just type in Hip Hop Harry into your Twitter search and you will see the greatness of Mr. Hip Hop Harry. Anyways, that is the completion of our podcast today. I'm going to keep these topics here, and I'll run through some more maybe in a podcast later. So your questions did not go unanswered. We'll be back to them. Maybe I'll make a video on something, because some of them I was like, oh, this would be a good video topic. But we'll see. Love you guys so much. Bye.